Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what.
Let's see if we can get this to work tonight, guys. I got my headphones and my mic to work, but the way that StreamYard has started to do things now, it's almost impossible to play intro videos, anything. So it's just been rough for me to even get started with these. But thank you for bearing with me. I hope everybody's doing good. Let me see here. Alice? Well, that's great. I can't find my, It'll be alright. Here's a little video I wanted to show you a little something. Check this out. By the way, we just wanted to play this for everybody that thinks that me and Allison, you'll see what it is.
But for rolling doobie when you're living in a van down by the river. Young lady, what do you want to do with your life?
I want to live in a van down by the river.
Well, plenty of land down by the river. And you're living by the river. You kids are probably asking yourselves, hey, Matt, how can we get back on the right track?
do you believe that I hate StreamYard now? Let me see what you're saying. I don't understand. Like, I really just I can't stand StreamYard anymore. Don't even know uh, why I can't do anything on it anymore. But so this is what's crazy. Did you see my thumbnail that I made? You know, right when you give somebody the benefit of the doubt, like Brian Koberger, what's he do? He then gets up and admits that he's guilty of everything. Now, me and Allie had a discussion today on the way home. Is that because he didn't want his parents to testify, or did he tell his parents what he did that morning? Because his own defense attorney went in front of Judge and said that he was innocent. And it's very rare for any defense attorney to say that they're, huh? Their client is innocent. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, court appointed attorney at that. It's insane. Uh, I want to let y'all watch something that me and Allie. She showed me this today, and I thought it was really good. We're gonna have to take a few breaks during it so that I don't get in trouble for copyright. But here, check this out.
including more recently Dateline, who hired me to do their 3D modeling for their project. I'm going to include a lot of information into this episode where you can see exactly what took place from moment to moment. At 3:30 a.m. At this time, everyone is asleep except for Xana. Looking inside the home, we can see where everybody was. Starting at the third floor, we can see where Maddie and Kaylee were sleeping. Maddie was sleeping on the edge of the bed while Kaylee was sleeping near the wall. As we go out and drop down,
All right, now hold on before we move any further to this, because they're going to tell you how they know. And Allie pointed this out to me, how they know that Xana had went upstairs and I guess saw uh, what she saw up in um, Maddie. What? Oh, that's what I'm saying, in Maddie's room, and then went downstairs and essentially got chased by him. So we'll continue to watch. I'll have to stop this, but listen closely if you can hear. Let me know that everything. If you can hear me good in the chat, please give me a 1. Thank you.
Dash and has all the lights on while she waits. The last roommate to mention is Beth, whose room is on the first floor, directly below the living room. As most of them all sleep, Koberger pulls into the neighborhood for the first time this night at precisely 3:30 a.m. We know this due to a home security camera that captures the intersection and records the coming and going of anybody that enters that neighborhood. As we continue, Koberger drives past the home and notices that all the lights on the second floor are still on. He drives on and loops around the apartment complex building. Because of the home, know how long it took to drive this path. On his first pass, it took him 2 minutes and 30. See how long he took each pass. The last 2 passes were normal without any stopping. But on his first pass, he took an additional 42 seconds to creep by the house.
Okay, that's actually, so the third one, she actually says the same one twice, 1 minute and 30 seconds. But I want you to go and subscribe to her if you haven't. Her content's pretty good from what we've seen. Her channel is AZ as Get Industry. Over there and subscribe and check out what she's got going on. I don't think you'll be let down. She has some pretty good content. All right.
Or even stop for a time to stare into the windows with the lights on. All this information has been coming from camera A, but there is a second camera located behind the apartment complex building, and we're going to call that camera B located here. This camera allows us to see how long it took to get from point A to point B, and between the 3 security cameras' data, it took between 35 and 37 seconds. What this means is you didn't stop or park somewhere or go in direction. He simply drove straight from point A to point B at regular speed. These times help us understand the DoorDash delivery window. According to court documents, 2 times are noted. One is 3:59 a.m. and the other is 4 a.m. Bringing back our passage chart, we can see that the DoorDash time of 3:59 happens after Koberger has left the neighborhood and before he returns for his last pass at 4:04, as he was parking his car, because a timestamp of 3:59 could be reflected when he took the photo of the food at the front door instead of the time he windows as he drove by. Continuing, as the driver leaves, Xena turns off all the lights, sits on her bed, and scrolls on her phone.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me fix something here so I can see the chat. It's not coming up. This stupid. Why this is
Time. At the camera B location, he turns around to head back to the residence as shown in this video. When he returns to the front of the house, he does something unusual, so much so that it's noted in the arrest affidavit. Successfully attempts to park or turn around in the road. It goes on to say that he continued onto the intersection where he did a 3-point turn. This 3-point turn was captured on camera A, which has a timestamp of 4:06. He appears to be calm and not overly anxious with his driving. As he heads back in the
Yeah, get ready to check this part out. This is pretty wild. I've almost got this fixed and have the chat fixed for everybody here. I don't understand how that even happened, but it did, and it continues to. So I'm getting fed up with it. Okay, come on. There's the customization. Okay. Let me see if I can see the chat now. Why is it not letting me see your guys' chats at all? Oh well, I have no idea. Yeah, it's weird. I don't understand. It's okay though. Here we go. Let's go on with it.
look at the windows to make sure all the lights are off. As he begins to drive around the end of the apartment complex, camera B records the time at 4:07. Fast forwarding a little bit, Koberger drives to the back parking lot away from other residences. He takes a few minutes looking around and sees that nobody's out and that all is quiet. He eventually grabs his things out of the vehicle. At approximately 4:13 a.m., he begins to make entry. As he steps in, he takes a minute to make sure everything is quiet and that nobody is truly up. He walks to the entrance of the living room and looks around. He continues to go upstairs. Meanwhile, 2 minutes later, Xana takes a break from TikTok and walks into the kitchen. Evidence shows her activity on the app stopped at 4:16. As she enters the kitchen, she's a little shocked to see the sliding glass door wide open. And at the same time, hey everyone, I don't usually support. If you'd like to help out and get some cool perks or own the 3D model file I created for this animation, please send me a DM and then drop a hashtag #AsGet in the comments so I know to look for your messages. Your support truly means the world to me. Thank you.
What did that say? I don't know whether this is doing this. We're gonna finish watching this, and that's all I can do because it's gonna give me problems either way. What's making me irritated?
Revealed that Santa's phone recorded steps and elevation change, which is how it's known she went to the kitchen and the third floor. When she walked up to Maddie's doorway, she interrupted Koberger, who had just finished an intense battle with Kaylee, who fought back violently. After a second or two, he notices her, and then she turns away. Being dark, Xanadu, a single source, unaffiliated with the media, claims Koberger injured Xana on the third floor hallway, leaving evidence of blood there. But this single source of information has not been validated by any more sources. Continuing, realizing he had dropped the sheath of his knife. When he gets to the room, he attacks Xana, and the time is precisely 4:17:30. We know this because of camera A captured the sound of screaming and the thud.
So if you heard that, just the scream that just came, that's wild. And the only thing it said was he then goes to work on Ethan and then shows that he sat down in the chair. Uh, this girl did a good job with her details. Let's continue with it.
Afterwards, Koberger must have sat down in a chair on Xana's chair, perhaps from the exhaustion of what he had just done. This source also says that blood from the two roommates upstairs were found in Xana's room, showing that it was one person moving from one room to another. Koberger sitting down was for less than 30. Dylan, hearing the commotion from Xana's room, gets up out of bed and goes to her door to look out into the hallway. She freezes and sees Koberger as he walks by and exits through the kitchen. She immediately closes and locks her door and retreats to her bed. Within texting her roommates, but no one is responding. It takes Koberger a minute and a half to get to his vehicle after the encounter with Dylan. But once in his car, he flees the scene at a high rate of speed and exits the neighborhood at 4:20. Dylan continues trying to reach someone in the house. And after 3 minutes of trying, Beth
Guys, I'm having some issues. You can go watch this. The rest of it. We've watched 9 minutes and 13 seconds. I'm going to continue to work on this. I'm trying to get everything going again for this channel. It's just taking a while to get used to everything once again and getting everything fixed the way it was. I had some good news, and I'm not, I don't care what any of these other people say. Those comments the other night when we came back were just constant put downs, and it's just wrong. And one of them, my child was so proud to see her mom and dad on there and made a comment, and people just sat there and just graded. So you know what? That's what I said. Just judge not, lest you be judged yourself. It's crazy. Anyway, keep on cracking. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with us for a little while. Watch that. I've got some other stuff I'm putting together for you. We'll catch you on the next one. Say a prayer for each and every one of you and your families. Don't forget the people that are going through something. We all have issues in life. Sometimes we just need people to love us. We'll see you again on the next one, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.